Hi everyone, welcome to Impact Pilates YouTube page. My name is Amanda. I'm really excited for this workout today. Today I just have a really nice, gentle, full body mat Pilates workout. So if you're like moving a little bit slower, being a little bit more intentional about the movements and the positioning that our body is going to be in, this will be the perfect workout for you to do. You don't need any props, just yourself and the mat. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started on our back. We're just going to have your knees bent and your feet flat. And just take a moment and just kind of let the spine, in a way, just settle into the mat. Okay, so you just feel the shoulders come nice and wide. Feel the back ribs gently melt down to the mat. And then start to feel the structure of your pelvis. Start to feel that structure just gently roll back, feeling that lower back kind of lengthen against the mat. And then just rock forward, letting that lower back gently come away from the mat. And again, just start moving back and forward and just start playing with that movement. You can move deeper into it if that feels nice for your back, or you can keep the movement relatively small. All I want you to do is just start to feel how the movement of your pelvis changes the shape of your lower back. And then we're going to do that just about 2 more times. And then we're doing this so that we end up stopping in the middle of those 2 placements. And then I want you to feel that your pubic bone and the top of your pelvis are in the same line. Okay, so your pubic bone isn't higher than your pelvis, or your pubic bone isn't lower than your pelvis. They're right in that same horizontal line. And then feel how that creates just a nice natural little space between your lower back and the mat. Okay? Walking now up the spine, I want you to feel the back ribs just have a gentle weight against the mat, so the 2 front ribs are gently wrapping towards each other. And then feel how the shoulder blades just have a nice sense of width and are just lying flat on the mat. So you're not holding any tension through the neck, through the shoulders, or through the chest. This here is your natural and neutral spine. So you are holding those natural curves. This is the natural position for the body to be in, and the most shock absorbing position, and the position that promotes the most efficient movement pattern. So this is where we want to try to be and maintain, and where we're going to be for a lot of class today, okay? From here now, we're going to focus on the breath. We're going to take a nice big inhale through the nose, and we're just going to send that breath into the rib cage. And then as you exhale out through the mouth, I want you to feel just a gentle wrapping sensation through the rib cage, and a gentle sinking and flattening sensation of that abdominal wall. It's just a gentle connection, and feel how that just provides a little bit more support for the spine. Nothing should have changed through your bones, okay? You're still holding those natural curves. And again, we're taking a big inhale through the nose, filling up the rib cage like a balloon. And then as you exhale out through the mouth, start to feel that gentle hug inwards and a gentle lift upwards just below the belly button, just to compress and stabilize that spine in neutral, keeping the hips relaxed, keeping the glutes relaxed. Let's do that one more time. Taking another nice big inhale here through the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth, just focusing on the deepest layer of your abdominal muscles, the transverse abdominis and the pelvic floor. Now from here, we're going to move our pelvis from imprint to neutral. From here, we're going to take an inhale through the nose. Now on the exhale, we're going to connect the obliques. And what that does is that gently moves the pelvis up towards the rib cage. And we know that when the pelvis moves, that changes the position of the lower back. So you'll feel the lower back gently lengthen towards the mat. We take an inhale to stay here, maintaining this imprint. And then on your exhale, control that return back to that neutral, where you feel the pubic bone and the top of the pelvis come to that same plane again, creating that space between the lower back and the mat. Again, we take an inhale. Exhale, gently connect through the obliques. This provides a little bit more support and stability through the spine. We take an inhale to stay here. And then on your exhale, return that pelvis back to neutral. Let's do that one more time. Taking a nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale, gently connecting through the obliques, feeling that pelvis gently rise towards the rib cage, connecting through those obliques to provide more stability and support. Take an inhale to stay. And then on the exhale, control that return back to neutral. We're going to mobilize the spine now with hip rolls. We're taking an inhale through the nose. Now to start that roll up, connect through the obliques. And then begin to fire through the glutes as you curl, rolling through that lower back, then that middle back, and then that upper back. And we end on the widest part of the shoulder blades, finding that long line from shoulder to knee. Take an inhale to stay here. Now on the exhale, think of keeping the pelvis where it is, but feel the back ribs start to widen towards the mat. And then start to roll through that middle back, through that lower back, move through your imprint, and then control that return to neutral. Again, take an inhale here. Exhale, connect through the obliques, and then use the glutes to roll the spine up. So now we're articulating from your tail to your shoulders. We take an inhale to stay, staying nice and open through the front of the hips. And then on that exhale, begin to melt the spine down. Moving through that imprint, controlling that return back to neutral. 2 more, take an inhale here. Exhale, use the obliques to imprint. Then fire through the glutes. Make sure you're working through the back of the hip to lift the pelvis, not just arching through the spine. Abdominals are staying connected. We take an inhale to stay. And then on the exhale, melt that spine all the way down. Moving through imprint back to neutral. Last time, take an inhale. Exhale, connect through the obliques. Fire through the glutes to roll all the way up. Take an inhale to stay. And then on your exhale, we're going to melt the spine all the way down. Moving through that imprint back to your neutral. And then we're going to float both arms up towards the ceiling, having them shoulder width apart like you're holding a roll of paper towel. From here, I want you to focus on the rib cage now. On the exhale, you're going to reach both arms back overhead, bringing them as far back as you can without popping the rib cage, right? Or changing, again, that structure of the spine. So you should feel that gentle, again, wrap sensation through the ribs. That's the abdominals, helping to support the spine. And then inhale, pull the arms back up towards the ceiling. Again, exhale, reaching the arms back. Feeling the shape of the spine against the mat stay the same as the arms move. And then inhale, pull them back up. Again, exhale. Now don't think of dropping the arms back behind you. Think of reaching them overhead. Feel that movement come all the way from the back. So you're getting that stretch underneath the arm through the side body. And then pull the arms back up towards the ceiling using the abdominals. One more time. It's an exhale to reach both arms back. Inhale to lift both arms up. Now we're going to add the lower body. On the exhale, the left arm and the right leg are just going to reach away from the center of the body. I need to push myself back a little more. So we're keeping that leg on the mat and we're just sliding away. And then bend the knee as you pull that arm back up. Right arm, left leg. We reach away from the middle of the body. We inhale to come back up. So it's one of those exercises that feels really easy, and it is, right? There's not a whole lot happening. But what I want you to do is, again, think about the entire trunk of the body. If you were resting a marble right on your pubic bone, would it stay nice and stable as you move the upper and lower body? Exhale, almost create your own resistance through the body as you reach. Inhale, pull back up. Think of starting the breath to connect and then move through the hip and the shoulder. Inhale, pull back up. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, reaching back. Inhale, pull back up. Last time, reaching back. Inhale, pull back up. Now from here, arm circles. We inhale, reach the arms overhead. And then we exhale, circle out to the side and back to the hip. This time again, we're feeling that connection through the rib cage, just moving nice and easy through the shoulders. Inhale, up and reach back. Exhale, circle around. 1 more time. Inhale, lift and reach back. Exhale, circle around and reverse. We inhale out and back. Exhale, lift and lower. Again, inhale out and back. Exhale, lift and lower. 2 more. Inhale out and reach back. Lift and lower. Last time. Holding that neutral spine and pelvis. We lift and lower all the way down. We're going to flip over to your side now. So we're still thinking of holding that neutral position through the spine, but now we're just in a sideline position. So we have the head down, bottom elbow is bent to support the neck. You could also be on a pillow here or have a block under your head to support the neck. We're going to have the knees and hips bent, and I want you in a nice 90-degree angle through the knee and hip. And if you peek down, I want you to feel and see that the structure of your pelvis and your rib cage are in line with each other. And then we just have a gentle lift between that bottom oblique and the mat. So we're not just sinking down into the mat. We're holding ourselves up, again, using those side abdominal muscles. We're going to reach your arms straight out in front, and we're going to introduce some rotation. From here on the inhale, we bring that top arm up towards the ceiling. Now on the exhale, from the rib cage, we're going to begin to rotate back. Don't think of falling behind you. Think of spiraling the chest towards the ceiling. You're feeling all those deep rotators of the spine. The pelvis is staying fairly quiet. We're going to stay here and take a nice big inhale, opening through that chest, and then on the exhale, move from the rib cage, coming back to the side, and then lower the arm down from the shoulder. Again, it's an inhale to lift. Move from the shoulder, reach the fingers up. And then on that exhale, start to reach the crown of the head almost back behind you as you spiral through the rib cage, opening that chest towards the ceiling. Stay here, take a nice big inhale. And then on that exhale, use the abdominals to pull yourself back to the side. Lower that arm down. 2 more. It's an inhale lift. This should feel really nice through the spine and chest. Exhale, we rotate back. Think of reaching the fingers out, not down. Stay here. Take a big inhale. Exhale, come back to the side. Lower that arm. 1 more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, spiral back. We inhale to stay. And then on that exhale, we're coming back to the side, but we're going to hold it here. Now bring the hand right to the top of your pelvis, okay? I want you to feel that structure. And then from the hip, we're going to lift that top leg up and back. Now make sure nothing changed where your hand is, right? Your pelvis stays stacked and square to the front. It doesn't rotate back with your hip. And then inhale, lower back down. We still keep that gentle lift between that bottom oblique and the mat. And then we inhale, lower down. That way we're really focusing on that side glute muscle, right, of that top leg. And lower. We have that nice sense of length through the spine. Inhale, lower. Exhale, use that breath to lift. Inhale, down. You should still feel, again, that gentle wrapping through the ribs, that gentle flattening and sinking of the abdominal wall to hold these neutral curves of the spine in this side lying position. This is 2. And down. This is 1. Now we're gonna hold it right here. I know that glute is probably starting to burn a little. Now we're gonna pull that knee in. We're gonna internally rotate from the hip and tap our knee. And then we turn it right back out. Hand can come back to that pelvis. Make sure you're staying nice and stable. Just moving from that hip. We inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Good, exhale, lift. This is 4. Up. Good, 3. Lift. That's it, turn in, tap those knees and out. Last 1. Good, and out. Lower that leg all the way down. Doesn't look like much, but it's very effective, right? We're coming all the way up. We're now gonna be in like a nice little mermaid sitting position, okay? I'm not all the way down on my hip. I am slightly lifted because I'm gonna extend my arm out on that right side. Okay, so I'm kind of leaning out to the side. I'm gonna take my right arm, or my left arm, sorry, and bring it right overhead. And now from here, I'm on this long diagonal. I'm just gonna rotate from my rib cage forward. So similar to what we did, but now I'm almost getting my sternum and my rib cage square to the mat. And as I do that, I'm thinking of lifting up my belly, supporting my lower back, and then I'm gonna open right back out to the side. That's it. I'm gonna exhale, rotate forward now from my rib cage. Thinking of keeping myself lifted away from the mat or the floor. And then inhale, come back to the side. Exhale, easy spiral forward. Inhale, come back. 3 more. Exhale, spiral forward. Inhale, come back. 2 more. Rotate. And back. Last time. We spiral and come back. Now just bend that elbow so you're down on your forearm. And then from here, think of lifting that bottom oblique and rib cage away from the mat. So you're connecting that oblique so you're reaching nice and long through that left side. Getting a nice full side stretch, lifting up through that bottom side. And then we're gonna come all the way up and we're gonna swing around doing this on the other side. So waking up the spine, waking up the hips. We have that 90 degree angle of the hip and knee. We're lying down on our side. We connect up, feeling that gentle lift and wrap again through the rib cage, that lift through the bottom oblique. Top arm is reaching forward. Starting with that spine rotation, we inhale, lift from the shoulder. On the exhale, we rotate back. Again, try not to fall back. The head should still be in line with the spine, right? Rib cage is still stacked in line with the pelvis. It's just rotating back. We stay here on that inhale, and then on that exhale, use the abdominals, pull the shape back to the side, lower down from the shoulder. Again, it's an inhale to lift. It's an exhale to spiral back. We inhale to stay and reach nice and long. Exhale, we pull back to the side. We lower down, 2 more. Inhale, lift up. Good. Exhale, reach, feeling yourself almost trying to create space through the vertebrae in the back as you rotate. Inhale to stay. Exhale, come back to the side. Lower from the shoulder. Last time we inhale, lift. Exhale, spiraling back. We inhale to stay. Exhale, we come back to the side. Now hold it here. Bring that hand right on top of the pelvis. That top leg now. We exhale, lift and open. Feel that wrap through the ribs. Pelvis is staying nice and stacked. And then we inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift, open. Inhale, close. That's it. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. Good. Lift up. Lower down. 5 more here. Working through that outer hip. Good. Down. Staying nice and open through the chest. And down. This is 3. Good. Are you still breathing? Start the breath, connect the move. Inhale down, 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Hold it right here. Now we internally rotate. Tap your knees together and then turn right back out. That's it. Tap the knees. Exhale, lift. Keeping that lift through that bottom oblique. And up. Inhale. Exhale. Last 4. 4. Up. Good. 3. Lift. This is 2. And up. Good. Last 1. And lift. Lowering down. Propping ourselves up. We're in that mermaid sitting position with the hips. We're leaning out to the side, supported by that left arm. We reach that right arm overhead. From here, keeping that length through the spine. We exhale, rotate forward now. So we feel that rib cage spiral towards the floor. Inhale, open up back to the side. We exhale, spiral forward. Inhale, coming back. Feel that built-in support system. Lifting, again, pulling upwards just underneath that belly as you rotate. Inhale, back to the side. 3 more. Exhale, spiral. And come back. Feel how far the obliques and that rib cage will take you. And back, getting that nice movement through the mid-back. Tends to be super stiff area through the spine, especially sitting a lot or working on the computer a lot. Holding it here. Now come down to that forearm. Lift up as much as you can through that bottom oblique. Keep reaching that arm all the way up and overhead, getting that full stretch all the way through the side. Beautiful. Try to go a little further and up. And then pushing all the way up. We're going to come onto your hands and knees now. So again, here we have our knees underneath our hips. We have our elbows extended underneath our shoulders. Once again, you're going to hear that neutral spine again. So now feel, again, even though our spine isn't against the mat, so it's hard for us to feel where those curves are, I want you to feel, right, we have that lower back gently coming in. We have that upper back gently curving out. You can always go by bony landmarks too. We still have the pubic bone and the top of the pelvis on the same plane. okay? Not sticking out, not curling under. And again, I want you to feel almost like that abdominal wall is lifting up away from the mat without causing any change though through the bones, okay? Moving on to the shoulders, you're just feeling the hands push away from the mat. So you feel the shoulder blades have a nice sense of width on the back rib cage, and you feel stabilized through the front of the chest, underneath through the armpit, and then all the way around through that mid-back. And then I want you just to shift the weight back a little to the knees, and then just shift forward a little to the hands. Think of keeping the eyes forward, the chin pulls in, because I want the crown of the head and the neck following the line of your upper spine. Okay, so you have this nice long, almost dart-like position through the spine. One more time, we're back, and then we're shifting forward just so we can find that we have equal weight on your hands and knees. Now the weight shift's gonna stay the same, we're just articulating through the spine again. We take an inhale through the nose. On the exhale, start to curl the tail first. And then we're tucking that lower back, and then we move through the middle back, and then we move through the upper back, and then we let the head follow, because the head is just following the line of that upper spine. We stay here, take a big inhale, breathing into the back, and then on the exhale, release. Use the spine, supported by the abdominals, to move all the way back through your neutral, and then continue lifting the chest forward so you're slightly extending, opening up through the front of the chest. And again, take an inhale here. Exhale, start to tuck that tail. Try not to shift forward or back, but connect through the abdominals to help create that flexion, that roundness through the spine. Take an inhale to stay, and then on your exhale, releasing from tail, lower, middle, upper, go through that long neutral, and then continue lifting the chest forward. Keep pushing away from the mat to go into that extension. 2 more. Begin to tuck the tail, round through that lower back, round through that middle back, round through that upper back. Allow the head to drop. Take an inhale to stay. Exhale, releasing from that tail, lower, middle, upper, through neutral, into that supported extension. Last time, tucking the tail, rounding all the way up through the spine. Head drops. We inhale to stay, and then exhale. This time we're releasing all the way out. But we're gonna stop in this long neutral position. We're gonna challenge again that connection through the rib cage. So again, we feel that gentle hug. And now on the exhale, we're gonna reach that right arm straight ahead. Keep the head in line with the spine. Think of bringing the arm towards your ear, not your ear towards your arm. And feel how that challenges the work through the front of the body. And then inhale, pull it right back. Now that left side, on the exhale, we reach up. Think of reaching that arm from your back. The shoulder blade is going to glide up the rib cage. It has to. It has to move in order to let that arm lift. And then inhale, come right back. Right arm, exhale, connect through the abdominals, then reach. Almost like you're growing 2 inches. Inhale, come back. Left arm, exhale, reach. Inhale, return. We have 4 more. Right arm, 4. Inhale, back. Exhale, left arm for 3. Inhale, back. 2 more. Exhale, reach 2. Inhale down, last time. Exhale, reach one. Inhale down. We're gonna curl the tail under. We're gonna round back, sitting on those heels, reaching the arms forward. And then we're slowly gonna stack the spine all the way up from tail to head. And then we're gonna come all the way up to a high kneel, okay? So we have our knees underneath our hips. And again, in this neutral position now, kneeling, okay? So again, we can always go by those bony landmarks. Pubic bone, top of pelvis, same plane. You should feel the thighs gently pressing forward. And then have a gentle connection through the glutes. Don't use them to tuck the tail under or create movement. Just use them to help to stabilize the pelvis in neutral. And then feel again that gentle lift through those deep stabilizing abdominal muscles whose job is to just compress and stabilize that torso and support the spine, okay? We're gonna have the palms facing back. We're open through the chest. And I want you to think about, again, that connection between the rib cage and the pelvis, okay? Rib cage and pelvis should be nice and stacked the entire time. From here, on the exhale from the shoulder, we just press the arms back. And then inhale, come forward. Keeping it here, pushing back. Inhale, forward. Again, we want to almost create your own resistance through the body. And watch as the arms go back, that pelvis doesn't start to lose its shape. Okay, a lot of things can happen here. We can start to round through the spine. We can start to deviate forward. I want you to think of keeping everything nice and tall. Feel the work through the front. This is 6. Good, 5. Use the breath, exhale back, 4. Reaching up, 3. Good, 2. Now we're gonna hold it right here. Flip so the palms face in. Now imagine that you're squeezing an accordion. Squeeze back, not so much to where we create tension through the neck though. Think of that width through the back and front, and then just gently pull in, gently release out. Again, in, out. Connect through the body. Take notice of what's happening, not just through the shoulders and the hands, not just the part that's moving, but the part that's stabilizing. Out, that's it. Exhale, push. Inhale, out. Again, 5. That's it. 4. Good, this is 3. Open, 2 more, 2. 1, now hold it right here. Now shoulders stay stable. We're just bending at the elbows. We bend, now tricep, push back. That's it, bend. Feel the obliques pull up. In, exhale. Good, bend, reach. 4, 4. We push. 4, 3. We push. 2, press, good, 1, and press. Now swing the arms all the way down and up, shoulder height. Flip so the palms are face down. From here now, we're bending. Elbows go wide and back. I'm going to move to the front so you can see me here. My elbows are wide, rib cage and pelvis still connected. Then I'm just punching straight forward. Then I'm keeping space and lift underneath my armpit. And then I'm pushing forward 2 parallel lines in line with my shoulder. In, exhale, push. Again, the movement is easy through the upper body. It's that keeping that connection and feeling what's going on with the rest of the body, right? That can be challenging. Feel that width, that nice easy movement through the shoulders. For 3, and push. 2, and push. Good, 1, and push. Now we're gonna bend the elbows back. We hold it here. Now we just rotate up, right? Watching that nothing pops forward, and then press down. We lift up, opening through the chest, and down. Again, lift and down. And I'm gonna move towards the back. I want you to see the difference here. See how the shoulder blades here feel nice and wide on the back. What I want you to avoid is feeling this over pinched position where it's almost compressing the back, prohibiting movement. Think of, again, your shoulder blades almost winging outwards a little, creating space underneath the arm as we move up and down. We have 2 more. 2, down. This is 1, because now from here, we're gonna slide the arms straight up. Same idea, feel that upward rotation, that little bit of elevation through the shoulders. And then pull them wide and down. Feel the arm moving all the way from the back. And then pulling down, right? Widen up, still connected through the abdominals, rib cage right over the pelvis. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lower. 3 more. 3. And down. This is 2. Good, down. This is 1. And down. Bring the arms all the way down by your side. And now just let the body, let the rib cage just kind of rotate right and left. And just let the arms swing side to side. Don't think too much about this. Just kind of releasing some of the tension, kind of letting the muscles relax after all that work. And then we're just gonna come all the way down onto your stomach from here. And we're gonna work a little bit more through the back of the body. Once again, you're gonna hear me talk about that neutral spine, because I want you to feel it here. So if you notice, we were on our back, we were on our side, we were on all fours, we were kneeling. So you see this works, and this placement is important to be able to find no matter where we are in space, no matter what muscle groups or joints that we're moving, okay? So from here, we're gonna have the knees bent, the feet flex, so it's like I'm in a little frog position, okay? And now here, again, we're once again gonna find that neutral position. But what I want you to feel on your stomach is that we're gently pressing that pubic bone down, and that wrapping sensation through the abdominals is almost gonna feel like a wrap and then a gentle lift away from the mat, okay? So you should hopefully have, in this position, feel no tightness or no pinching through that lower back because the obliques are pulling up to support, okay? Shoulders are pulling away from the ears. You should feel like you're getting a nice stretch here through the front of the hip. All we're doing here is turning muscles on and off without changing any bones through the body, okay? So on the exhale, abdominals stay gently pulled up the whole time. All we're gonna do here now is gently squeeze the glutes. So I want you to turn on the muscle. So my glutes are toned here. Watch that you don't squeeze the glutes, and again, change anything else through the spine. Just turn them on, keeping a sense of length through the body. It should almost feel like a humming sensation through the glutes and through the back of the legs. And then inhale, just turn them right off. And again, on your exhale, just gently tone through the glutes. Feel that connection of them turning on to help stabilize this neutral position. Heels can gently squeeze. Shoulders are relaxed. And then gently turn them off, keeping that gentle lift through the obliques, that wrap of the transverse abdominis. And again, exhale, gently squeeze the glutes, turning them on. Inhale, turn them off. 2 more. Exhale, turning them on. Good. Just connecting through the back of the body. Inhale, turn them off. 1 more time. Exhale, gently connect through the glutes. And then inhale, gently turn them off. From here, legs now reach straight. They go to a parallel position. Their sits bones width apart. I feel both sides of my pelvis equally pressing downwards on the mat, okay? I still feel that gentle lift and rise of my abdominals to support the lower back. All I'm gonna do here now is flex my left foot, pull my heel towards my butt. So I'm using, again, the back of my leg. I'm using my hamstring and glute. I'm watching that as I create this movement, nothing changes through my pelvis or through my spine. And then I point and reach that leg straight back. I repeat this on the right. I flex, pull in, again, almost creating my own resistance in the body. And then point and reach out nice and long. Exhale, left side. Pull in. Inhale, reach out. Right side, flex in. Inhale, reach out. Left side, keep that lift through the obliques. It gets harder the further you pull in. Inhale, use the quad to reach. Think hamstring. Back of the leg as you bend. Use that front of the leg to pull up and reach long. Left side, in and reach. Are you still wide and relaxed through the shoulders? In and out. Last 2. Good. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach out. Last time, pull in, point, and reach out. Take a second, find this length through the body, from the head and through the toes. I want you to connect up through the abdominals, and then start to reach so far away from each other with your head and legs that the body just begins to gently float off the mat. Abdominals stay lifted, so you're not feeling anything through the lower back. The elbows are nice and wide. We have the neck following the line of the thoracic spine. Glutes are gently toned. Knees are reaching long. Think of more skimming the mat, thinking of length versus height. And just hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower all the way down. Beautiful. We're gonna flip right over into your back, and we're gonna finish with some core work. So we're lying down. Once again, we're back in that neutral position. And again, we should hopefully feel kind of a little bit more loose through the body, yet a little bit more connected through the body, okay? So as we're here, once again, we feel that gentle wrap and sink. We feel that lift through the pelvic floor, but we feel those neutral curves through the spine. Arms reach straight up towards the ceiling. Keeping this neutral position, like you either have a glass of water or a marble resting right on your pubic bone. On the exhale, we're just gonna float that right leg right up to tabletop. Nothing changed through the pelvis or spine. And then we inhale, place it back down. Left leg, exhale, pulls up. Inhale, lower. I like to think of the word quiet, like I'm staying quiet through my body as I just create this movement through the hip. I'm nice and soft through the shoulders. Inhale, lower. moving with intention, but not rigidity. Exhale, float up. Inhale, lower down. This is 4. Lower. This is 3. 2 more. Good, 2. And down. This is 1. And down. Now from here, you have the option to keep your neutral. But we're going to be bringing both legs up to tabletop. So if you're sensitive through the lower back or still building strength through your abdominals, you can rock to that imprint that creates more stability, more connection. And then we bring the legs up to tabletop here. If you want to try to challenge holding that neutral, you can keep the neutral as you bring the legs to tabletop. From here, we're just holding this position, and now the upper body. On the exhale, the right arm reaches back. We inhale, pull it up. Then that left arm. Now again, there's a little bit more of a focus on stabilizing through the rib cage and coming up. But we're still thinking about the whole trunk of the body. Whether you're in neutral or imprint, you're maintaining that pelvic placement the whole time. This is where you almost want to start that exhale to connect and then allow that movement. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, connect, start that movement, and pull up. Let's do this one more time each side. Exhale, reach. Inhale, up. Exhale, reach. Inhale, up. Now both arms together. Exhale, they reach back. Only go as far as you can maintain the connection through the core. And then inhale, pull up. That means that if you move back 2 inches, that's fine. If the arms come all the way back by your ears, great. And then pull back up. Use this as a time to really connect with your body. Feel what's right for you. And then pull back up. Don't force a movement. Just see where you are today and work with that. And that's perfectly fine. That's how we build strength. That's how we build awareness. 4, 3. And lift up. Let's do 2 more. 2. And lift up. Good. This is 1. And float up. Now we're going to press the hands down by your hip. We're here. Now you can keep both legs in tabletop, or you can lower one leg down. We're going to go into toe taps. So now that right toe, we're moving from the hip. We're tapping away towards the floor, only as far as we can keep whichever pelvic placement you're in. And then we pull it right back up. So a single leg would be here. Inhale up. If both legs are in tabletop, we're just moving through that right side. Only going as low as you can keep that pelvic placement. For 3. And up. This is 2. And up. This is 1. And up. If you're switching legs, bring that right leg down now. Pull the left leg up. And we're moving to the left. Exhale, we tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Think of tapping over a puddle. Not just bending at that knee, but really reaching out from the hip joint. And up. We have 3 more. Shoulders stay wide. And lift. Exhale again for that flattening and widening of the abdominal wall. Last 1. And lift. Right leg comes down. Left leg comes down. Legs are squeezed together. Bring the arms right out to the side. Palms face up. And then just allow both knees to open out to the side. So we're just open through the hips. We're still connected through the center. Arms are open. And just stay here, taking a big inhale again, breathing into the rib cage. Exhale out through that mouth. One more time, another big inhale here. And exhale. Legs can come together. And we can bring yourself all the way up to sitting. And you guys are all done for today. That was your workout. Awesome job. Again, it's a little bit slower, it's a little bit more intentional, but it's really working through these little nuanced practices of feeling where you are in space, using the right muscle groups, feeling where your bones are, whether you're side lying, prone, up on your knees, on all fours. It's really just that awareness that helps you build strength and helps you progress in your Pilates journey or doing any other forms of fitness and just everyday life. So if you're new to Pilates, I hope that you enjoyed this workout and I hope that you learned something new. If you're seasoned in Pilates, I hope that this is something that you can come back to just to really focus on refining some of the practices and principles that you already know. So if you guys have questions or comments on this workout, please either leave a comment or shoot me a message. And if you have any other suggestions of workouts that you would like to see here on this page, also please let me know. I'm happy to provide whatever it is that you guys are looking for here. So thanks again for joining me, and I hope to see you on the mat again soon.